party still rearing up above.
16.
That will be plenty enough to make
Now
the
roll it
first
the same way.
save.
Roll it the same way.
9.
9 plus the doctor come in and poke you in the eye. He did indeed.
Yay!
And therefore you have beaten the filth fever.
The blessing of Urgotha.
Final day
Urgothoa.
of the party of taking the man's cross.
May Besmara bless ye that blesses themselves.
You all spend a
Urgothoa.
fitful night's sleep wondering what's going to happen in the morning as you see basically the run's beginning to wear thin.
I'm a bit worried
What
about
did we capture cargo-wise from the other ship? Did we notice? Or?
Yeah,
How many slaves?
I told you last game,
Did you?
Cameron. Yes.
Oh, don't worry about it then.
Yeah, how many slaves did they take?
Well, there's quite a few people down in the bilges chained up to the walls, etc. Several Radumis, sailors all manacled, etc. in the cargo holds, etc. Although you think that quite a few more are being held over on the man's promise as you see all this cargo coming across onto Captain Barnabas' ship, the Wormwood.
Now that I'm a Liz Magorte native, I can make sailor checks and make pirate checks on things. Have you ever heard of the ship before? Trained.
The man's promise?
5.
No.
Right.
Never heard of the man's promise.
What about our captain?
Yes, you have heard of him before, simply because of the fact that the what are they called? Press games you in the service.
Yeah, I did that. I'm familiar with him now.
Okay. It's on the morning of the... might be the morning of the third day, I don't know. No, it goes on for 3 days. On the morning after that day, you're all called up on the ship, and as you come out on the deck, you see that there are about... how many of them?
Oh, you're filming, eh?
No.
Your head was just in the way.
What are you filming? Oh, Mark.
This stuff.
All of us.
I'm
Okay,
sure it'll be
go
very
on a few
watchable.
hours after the final celebration winds down, the ship bell sounds, and you're all calling all hands to deck. You gather your stuff together and get up on deck, wondering what will become of the day, as the two ships are still anchored tightly together. As you get up, you see on deck Captain Harrigan stands abreast the stern castle and looks down on the crew. And as you are, the Radumi sailors are paraded across by Master Scourge and Mr. Plugg behind them with a couple of their flunkies travelling along with them. And they're pushed across boards from the man's promise onto the deck, the main deck of the Wormwood.
I hate spunkies, I do.
You see a couple of the pirates, they spit on them.
I wish I still was looking that
What's
way.
going on here? And you see Captain Harrigan, he sort of walks down the stern castle and joins you as the crew. All right, you scurvy tars, you've done a right good job by me. And he looks around the crew of the Wormwood. We've got a second ship now, and she's quite a prize from the looks of her. But I still have only one crew. So here's the plan. The Wormwood will sail on to our planned destination, while our new shipmates here, while Mr. Plugg will pick a skeleton crew to sail the man's promise to Port Peril, where she'll be worth a pretty penny as salvage. As for these fine fellows here, Harrigan gestures at the remainder of the captured ship's crew of the Radumi sailors, who are all sort of watching this with fear in their eyes. Some of them will be no doubt worth a hefty ransom from their families back in Azir. And for the rest, if the life of a pirate's not for them, they can spend the rest of their life at sea, he says. So which of you folk, he looks across the Radumi sailors, will join me as a pirate as part of the crew? And you see sort of several of the Radumi sailors motion that they will.
I just got a nod to them.
And they're allowed up. And you see Mr. Plugg and Master Scourge go along and cut their bonds. And they wander over and join the crew of the ship with you guys. And then Captain Harrigan just walks up next to a woman that's still kneeling down, and you see he just grabs her and he hurls her over the side of the ship. See, he said, she was worthless to us, and now she'll spend her life at sea. And you see several of the other Radumi sailors sort of start nodding, yep, I'll join. You see several of them get up. There are still a couple that refuse, just completely deny the fact that they're going to get up, and they are led down to the bottom of, into the bilges of the wormwood. At that point,
Been there, done that.
you see Captain Barnabas look around you and he says, "Whoa!" He says, "Mr. Plugg, choose your crew." And Mr. Plugg walks along and he sort of taps a couple of people next to you. He taps Rosie Cuswell, Sandara Quinn. He walks up and Mr. Plugg looks at you.
Be my pleasure, sir. My pleasure.
And he grabs
Oh gosh.
her and gives him a smile, and then he comes across you. "We need a good mascot and a cook." He looks at you.
Nod.
And then he says, and the cook Barnabas says to him, "Plugg, you'll be taking Ambrose as well. He needs to keep his apprenticeship, and I'm sick of his swill that he serves me. I'm sure one of the Redumi will know how to cook." "Oh, yes, sir, I know," says one of the Redumi. "Good, then you're the new ship's cook." And essentially you see Mr. Plugg go around and he picks essentially most of the crew that used to serve on the Wormwood, leaving only a very few of the officers and the Radumi crew that are left amongst them. "Right, you bloody lovers," he says, "onto the ship as quickly as you can. Go fetch your things. No more than 10 minutes.
Right, you get all your contraband, Claude.
Yeah, on the stuff.
Okay. Is there anybody you're visiting before you leave?
Everyone goes to the quartermaster. It's a race. It's like the Scooby-Doo gang.
Does she have masterwork thieves tools?
Does she?
Yeah, does she?
How much are they worth?
I have no idea.
You shouldn't be saying that on camera.
Is Albert?
I don't even know how.
Might be rude to look into it, but I'll take it. But
It's not clinking like coins, it clinks like glass.
I would like to get some supplies from her to make scrolls.
what be this, cutthroat, that you've gifted me so kindly?
You just be careful, she says out there. This'll heal your wounds if you need them.
I'll be thanking you, as does Besmar.
Aye, blessings be. May the man's promise sail true and us be back together within time.
See you in Port Peril.
Then don't you worry about healing. I'll be able to heal you.
That's all right. It's always nice to have a couple of sleeve. You boy.
How did you say that?
Get away from me, you freak.
Get a load of this.
I'm going to go down there. How much are the healing potions?
For a cure light, they're 50 gold. But she hands you a pouch with 2 in it.
See how I go smoking your PPs.
I was saying, it's nice.
It's some coffee all over it. So
Oh.
It's been nice knowing you.
Mr.
Hopefully,
Plugg.
one day when
Coffee flavour.
we have our own
I
ship,
think
you
Mr.
might
Plugg's
be
gonna be
interested
my
in
first
sailing
next
with us.
slave.
Oh, well, I'm sure we'll all be back soon. Like, I mean, you're only going to sell the man's promise and be back. Isn't that the case, she says, and looks at you?
Oh, anything's possible. But yeah, that's the plan.
Stirring the pot already.
You're the cook. Sort of suits, doesn't it?
He's stirring the political pot. I'm just stirring the pot.
He's actually just stirring the pot.
I can see mutiny.
Don't say that word.
Don't even say that word. You're not allowed to on a boat.
That's keel horrible, man.
That was out of character talk.
No.
Be a
You
pirate.
expect to get a chirp from port. You get role playing this going on.
Captain Barnabas isn't coming with you.
Who's the captain?
Captain Plugg, in fact.
God.
Captain Plugwash.
And First Mate Scourge.
Loving it.
Good luck, you scurvy dogs. The swabs.
So who are the other officers? No. We're
The skeleton crew.
spoke. Oh, we're going to have an election for other officers.
You even asked.
Yeah.
There are no elections on board this ship. She's not a democracy. He spits on the ground.
Yeah.
And all the other officers are made up from the ones that hate you.
Cool.
Nice.
Have to bum them off one at a time.
So 2 cure light wounds potions.
2 cure light wounds potions, level 5.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah, thing's worth more than mine.
There were 50 each, Courtney.
Level 5 ones.
Yeah. That was fresh.
Can I get supplies to write up scrolls? For drinks?
Yes, that's what she gives you in your... I can't find you. Where are you? Oh, there you are, right there. And what else am I looking for?
Rosie.
Well, the ship's like his pinball machine. Pinball machine of enemies.
Sandara's there.
With your anus, anyway.
Cunning, Barnabas isn't cunning.
Sharks aren't.
Yeah. They flood the third level and
They follow
put the
us.
sharks in.
I'm going to animate
I
them
was
as
thinking,
undead.
If you wanted to take a bit of a break, I can. I'm just going to GM like 3 weeks, and you do one. If you wanted to.
Maybe next month. What are you doing in my chair, man?
Well, I was thinking on the flip side of that, that we do one module a turn. So I do a module,
okay. Right. Yeah.
you do a module.
Well, we haven't quite finished the first module yet of...
Yeah, I know, but we're about this far away.
Yeah, well,
So-
we should even knock it off.
So you could
next
finish
session,
that
so-
off with...
Next
March.
session we'll probably finish it.
Yeah, well, next session and then move into the next one. So what we'll do is we'll finish this module, then we'll move into your module, then
Alright.
we'll do my module, then we'll do that way.
That sounds reasonable to me. Then you get a bit of a break to play and the game is a bit more consistent. I won't forget where you are.
Oh, right.
My game.
I thought you were saying that I'm inconsistent.
No.
Right.
The games will both be
Where
consistent.
are you?
I've got purple hair and a sword.
She's invisible.
That's the... Right, so how many people we got? We've got Crook.
Yeah, I do have that potion of invisibility.
So we've got Crook, Lynn. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Nobody giving us chickens.
12, 13, 14, 15,
Okay, Amar is llama. Wow, you're actually sending it.
No. There are officers put up in the
Amar is llama.
Literally.
day.
Sorry, okay, Amar is llama power BBC, okay?
And they're all the people that
That's great. That's cool. Connie, have you lost your mind? What's going on?
Did you find it first?
No, I just typed on a phone.
What is so if it was someone that I actually liked? And you...
It's the joys of
It actually
social
is,
media.
so-
Somebody I don't like. I don't care.
Sorry,
Who do we
40-year-old just played with my
Captain
phone.
Barnabas
Oh,
doesn't go. You got Mr. Plugg
labelling
and
me.
Master Scourge. She doesn't go. She doesn't go. He doesn't go. Kipper goes. Patch Petsock goes.
Oh, cool, they're all toadies.
Karen doesn't. Now Heartsborn does. Amber
What about
Crew
Narwhal?
does. Can you just count him? James Toppin does. Gifford Tibbs does. Jack Scrimshaw does.
Oh, cool.
Ratline Retzberger does. So that's 10. Kelly Brackett does. 11.
Gifford Tibbs.
Medler, 12. I've already said Gifford Tibbs.
Okay.
13 for Shivakar. Loretta Bansham for 14. Maheen for 15. Sandara Quinn for 16. Rosie Custer for 17. Crimson Conduit for 18. Conchabar Turlock for Short Stone for 19. And you four should make 23 on board. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Biscuit's gonna break.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
Act of God.
Wish I had that one. I wonder what they said.
Hmm?
Because I said sorry 40-year-old being annoying.
Say tricky princess.
Oh god.
I'm worried about your enemies. Poor things.
I don't know whether I need
Who's your enemy?
Well, we are all evil.
There's like lag whenever you turn your head, it's just like...
It's the rocking of the ship.
You can trust us, Sky.
Yes, you can, Sky.
We've got your best benefits at heart.
This is really freaky. Got anything to add?
Oh, we'll just kill you as soon as we get a possible chance.
He'll take your eye.
Yeah, take your eye out.
And I won't be responsible
With my
for
beak,
a single thing.
I'll go,
They're planning my demise.
No, we're not.
No, it's more of an ad lib thing.
Len will hold you down and then I'll go coup de grace on you.
We're not going to do anything to you.
Go Glenn McGrath on him.
Who's Glenn McGrath? Oh, cricketer.
Who are coup de grace?
Not cool.
Not cool what? What's not cool?
All that just then.
Or what? I don't know what you're talking about, Sky.
type thing.
I think you're getting paranoid.
So you're going to
We're
be
your friends, aren't we?
Your eyes.
Evil people can have friends.
Dad.
So you're going to be the
Well, probably.
You can better look out
Yeah.
since you're so good at falling.
It's a
Profession.
prerequisite.
Bowling.
It's a prerequisite for being lookout is the ability to fall safely. And you've got acrobatics.
Okay. Good. Don't know why they made it out of plastic. Surely a piece of cloth would be cheaper.
Cloth eye?
Maybe it was infected with mites from China where it was made.
Maybe. Hey, look at that, Scott. I'm rubbing filth fever off you.
Thank goodness. About time I got over it after what? 3 weeks?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's pretty savage for a first level, second level character. It's you know it's good game wise.
Okay.
So they're
It'll
leaving
set me up for toughness when I
leaving
take
up
it.
food on board for us, and
So, in essence, oh yeah, there's a little bit of food, enough to sort of get you to where you're headed.
So in essence, I've gone from a ship where most people hated me to where pretty much everybody, except for the crew.
I didn't say I hated
These
you.
guys hate me. These guys don't.
It's about even. Roundabout.
Oh, yeah, we've got a couple
with
of
whom,
bits.
whom we all have friendly, it's about even.
don't know. All the officers appointed were ones that
Yeah.
hated us.
But
so-
they're no more skilled than they were from the last battle.
Gosh, we're so much better now.
I don't see us potentially having too many concerns. Depending on what happens, of course.
But you're not me.
So what's the plan? Are we gonna?
Well, you better wait.
No plan.
To see what
No
happens.
plan. The plan is to wait and see what happens. Isn't that right, Sky?
Just like we're still waiting for Sky's backstory.
Continue to make allies and friends if we need to or can do.
I'll laugh.
Otherwise, we bide our time.
Is it
I'll laugh
fun
if we
looking at
start.
yourself?
I don't know.
Is it pretty much?
No,
Yeah.
it's crooked.
Oh, well.
Yeah, I'm in the left shot.
Well, matches your nose then.
That's good.
Okay.
Bastard. Scurvy dog.
As the man's promise set sail, and you set sail after only about 15 minutes of collecting your goods and getting back up on board, and the boats separate, and you see Captain Barnabas Harrigan sail off, and you sort of are waiting on board the deck to hear the wonderful words from your new captain, Captain Plugg. He smiles as he
I'll put my hood down and keep out of
Lie
sight.
low.
as he says, and he stands up upon the forecastle and he looks down upon you all with, of course, his first mate with him, Master Scourge, who now no longer holds a whip in his hand but a cat o' nine tails. And you see Master Plugg look down at you and he says, although this be a new ship, says Captain Plugg, sorry. Although everybody's still calling him Mr. Plugg and he doesn't seem to mind yet. He looks down and, although this be a new ship, the rules are the same. Though the discipline on the man's promise is not as hoity-toity and lackadaisy as it was on the Wormwood. Anybody caught laxing or messing up their jobs will face the nine tails rather than the soft pussy whip. At least. Which, by the way, is lethal damage rather than
Non-lethal.
non-lethal damage to start with. All of you know your jobs, and we don't expect to be retraining you. So that be where you be heading for the days. You'll have to work a good deal harder though, because there's fewer here now than there were on the previous ship. So you be working your bones, working your fingers down to your bones, and we'll keep this ship sailing and we'll set forth and go and sell it at Port Peril for a pretty penny for the captain. Aye?
Aye!
What?
All the pretty okay.
Aye.
What's wrong with your eye?
Did Claude get to it? That was good
That's what it
call.
looks like, doesn't it? Claude got to his eye.
Looks like Pip's chumlet.
He's got one of Claude's feathers in his hat too.
And he says, right, to work. And they essentially walk back and they move towards the where the cat wheel is and expects you to go about your daily job.
Yeah, go do it.
Okay, Master Scourge comes down to give out the daily duties for day one. Day one, man's promise. The heroes set out, expecting a mutiny any time now. So, Cook.
Still rolling the d6 for group?
It's not a D6, it's a D100.
Oh.
Although, I do believe Croup Croup starts to begin to question his drinking a little around about this time.
Ah, good. Finally breaking through the sozzled barriers of his drunkenness. Sozzled barriers of his drunkenness.
Repeat it again.
Because you missed it.
I heard it.
Such a good cameraman, Claude.
Camera woman.
You can really
if
pick
this
the
is a
moments
horror
to
movie,
film.
you'd be sad.
Like when we're looking up stuff is a really great time to film.
But it's
awesome.
raising suspense. You don't know who said it. You're looking this way, and then you don't know who said it, so you bring it around, and they're just like,
It's an art.
I've got no depth perception, I'm trying to pick up dice.
Well, take your eye patch off.
Use this pair of top.
Surely you can edit this enough so show you a couple of shots with your eye patch on.
Alright. Oh no, it's the other way around, that's okay. Croup sort of claps you on the back, he says, come on boy, he said, I've had a look downstairs and she's quite a nice sized kitchen.
Oh, good, Chris. Good.
I think we might be trying some
New dishes.
some foie gras tonight. Something fancy that I met in one of the ports recently.
Good to impress
Tastes
the new
pretty
captain.
good. Screw the new captain, he says, but let's try a couple of things, he says. And you see Scourge wander over and he says, "Oi, Croup, where do you think you're going?" "Oh, me and the boy are going down to cook a meal." "Well," he comes over and he grabs you by the shoulder. "You're not in charge of him. Now you get down there and start off what you got to do, and I'll make sure that this little black bastard is put to decent work," he says. And he sort of pulls you back, and he hisses in your ear. He says, "Don't think you'll be getting cushy jobs around here. I know you used to sit down there and drink with him all day.
I go where my
Here,
skills
you,
are.
don't you bloody back chat me, or you'll feel the whip already."
Smirk at
Right.
him.
He says, "Mr. Plugg, who you can start thinking of, Captain Plugg, feels that today deserves a special occasion, and he would like some turtle soup. But he wants a few more turtles than your normal useless bloody attempts. So you go and get us some bloody turtles and make sure it's cooked fine. Only an officer thing. Don't think you'll be handing it out to the others. Croup will be dealing up the swill that you lot will eat.
Aye, aye.
Don't even taste it.
Aye, aye.
Now get to
Go get a fishing rod. Or a turtle pole.
it. Hunting leatherback sea turtles with harpoons, treble hooks and nets.
Alright. I'll work diligently because that is my halfling nature.
Okay, you work diligently and have a DC 12 profession fisherman check
Or
or survival check.
all right, no worries.
Provide enough food.
Because I'm doing it for a scurvy human, do I get my favourite enemy on it?
I don't know, I need to read that favourite enemy rule. I
That's
think
all right.
adding it to any skill is a bit rich.
I make it. No, it's not to any skill. It's only to half a dozen or so. I got it. Well, without the favourite enemy, it's 22.
Okay. Make a fortitude DC 8 save.
Passed.
As Scourge seems to be everywhere, and every time you think, oh, I've probably got enough, you hear the crack of the cat o' nine tails just above your ear, and he forces you into work. But you do it. Oh, do you have to? Oh, yes, that's right. He's asked you to do the cooking for it as well.
Oh, nice. That's at a -4 then, isn't it, or something? Because I've got extra jobs.
Yep.
So be it.
And it's also DC 12. So,
Masterwork equipment in the kitchen.
yes.
I will go about it and make a good, jolly good turtle meal.
Okay. Crew talks to you chattily.
10.
DC
Nice
12.
3.
Fail.
And make another fortitude.
Pass the fortitude.
Pass the fortitude, right?
Yeah, 16.
Okay. No worries.
Oh, I'll get the cat of nine tails then.
You get ready to hand it up through the hatch because there is a hatch to master.
Oh, can Crew help me out?
No. Oh, yes, he can. Well,
12.
what was it? 12. Okay, you just managed to make it. I was about to say you forgot to heat the turtle blood.
Again.
Makes the soup.
Seems to be a
However,
common
you
occurrence.
just managed to scrape through. Well, it's definitely not your best effort. And then he looks across to the rigger, says Master Scourge, after you see he's whispered something in Len's ear. He walks over to you, Sky. And the heavens open!
Is it raining on board?
No. It's a nice sunny day, but there are storm clouds building.
Oh, obviously.
Okay, Sky. He looks across at you and he comes up and he says, Master Scourge has got some special work for you.
There's like sticky tape on it.
Yeah, I know, but it doesn't work.
Use the stapler.
Yeah, except you can't get the stapler to it. Okay.
Oh, they've given me enough sympathy.
Looks up and he says, Mr. Plugg, Captain Plugg to you. We'll be wanting you to do some extra work today, so make sure you hop to it right and nice and straight, because Slippery Seal Lon are going to be keeping an eye on you, especially for me. He says, now you will be getting up in the upper rigging.
Oh, great.
50 feet high up on the top masts, and make sure that you be dealing with those sails nice and well. And remember, slippery seals are watching. What are you doing for your daytime action?
I don't know.
You don't know? Working diligently?
Yeah, but I only get it on the one chair.
Yes. So are you working diligently?
But I've got to climb all the way up there.
Yes, Courtney, I know that. Are you working diligently at some stage today?
Yes.
Right. You tell me when you're doing the check with the
That's
working
the best
diligently.
order to do it in, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because she's going to film her dice roll.
It's going to go everywhere.
Yes, I know.
Well, nobody would believe it unless they saw it on film.
Yeah.
See if you can take Mark's away. Either one.
I was going to say, the other one's already, the dad already has his, what's it
That
called?
blind food.
Okay, ready? First check.
Oh dear.
And that's the 2.
That's like 8.
Sky doesn't even manage to get herself off the up the rigging. She's so nervous. Master Scourge cracks out his whip right near you. I said, get up that rigging now, Sky. Stop messing around.
Yeah, it's +6.
Your target numbers are 12 now. Please don't worry.
So I need a 6.
Okay, you make 7.5 foot up.
Oh yeah. Next one. I can't roll left. Oh, natural 20.
15 feet up.
Left-handed rolling's hard. Would you say that's cocky?
No.
Look.
That's not cocky at all.
It so was.
So it wasn't.
8.
Okay, that's still 4 under, so that's alright. You hold off at 15 foot.
24.
22 and a half.
12.
30 foot.
This is the one that is going working diligently. No, there was no point. 18 plus 4, 22.
37 and a half.
Ah!
And you fall.
My under. Might have to save your bunions a bit.
This isn't cool. It just happened to be the one
At the
after.
moment you're getting your
I can't roll left-handed.
Okay.
Does my raving spot have happened?
It doesn't matter, Scott. You're currently being spoken to by Master Scourge. Are you going to turn around and cast a spell right while he's there?
Doesn't sound like a wise move.
He probably would though.
Save yourselves. Save yourselves, me mates. Wait for the time. Wait
Okay,
for the
you see
opportunity.
Skyfall.
You're the worst camera.
Skyfall. No, M! Anyway.
Oh, I really don't have any depth perception.
Whatever.
It's James Bond, man. Don't whatever James Bond. That is just downright rude.
Okay, you can attempt to try and catch yourself whilst falling though.
Oh yeah, acrobatics.
No, you make a climb check.
Oh.
No, no, okay.
Make a splat.
Go with what?
Now, what's your plus to climb?
To climb, +6.
Okay, well, you can't make it.
Oh, if only it was acrobatics.
Now make an acrobatics check to
Not
wipe
10
off 10 feet of the damage.
11.
I think you only need a 10 for that.
Yeah, I know, but all checks are at +2 in this.
Any helpful riggers up there that can throw her a line?
In fact, the only rigger near her is Slippery Sill, and you see him smile as you fall.
Kill hole.
Or at least count of 9 tails a couple of times in bloody hour.
Yeah, if I
Actually,
see it,
it's a
I'll try.
DC 15 acrobatics check to wipe away the first 10
If I
feet.
see it, I'll try and prevent
I
it.
didn't make that.
No, you didn't.
I've got alertness.
Okay.
Now, what time is this? Like the 7th time or something that I've probably fallen?
It's a skill. It's an art worth your learning.
What?
Okay.
Falling?
You fall
To walk and stand tall, you must first learn to fall.
and slam into the deck for 11 points of damage.
No, it's more of a oof than
I'm on 3.
don't fall again.
You see Scourge, who's taking a little bit of time and pleasure as he's digging his fingers into Dorenis's shoulder, turn and look at you and go, "Get back up there, Sky! I told you no laxing today!" Actually, no, he simply turns and he says, "That's you for the lashes this evening! Now get back up there and fix them sails!"
Can't roll left-handed. It seems to stay in the box though. 14.
7.5 feet.
25.
15 feet.
20.
I really do take all the water
2.5 feet.
The box. Not being caught in this whole time, it's the box.
23.
30 foot.
Natural 20.
37.5 feet.
20.
45 feet.
8.
Okay, you managed to cling to the rigging. It's 8. Oh, that's a 2. Yes, okay. You manage to cling to the rigging. You know that you only need
Natural 20.
a little extra push and you make it up into the rigging.
Oh, that was lucky. I thought that was gonna.
Now, give me a proficient sailing check or dexterity
Oh,
check.
dexterity. 18.
Okay, you manage to trim the sails well for the rest of the day. However, give me a fortitude DC 8 check.
What?
Save.
For working hard. Have you used your
Work diligently?
Yeah.
Yes. 14.
Okay. Slippery sills in your ear all the way through going, hey, that sail needs trimming quick! And he rushes you back and forth across the rigging. Except you manage to make it fine and trim well for the day, but you know when you go down just before dinner there will be lashes for you in bloody hell.
I don't think I'll survive it.
one of your potions.
I don't have
Get in,
any
get in.
healing potions.
She got masterwork thieves
The
bits.
day you become a burden.
Over the side.
I told you,
Okay.
kill.
Speaking of burden,
I'll slip you a potion.
Ooh. Slip it in my rum.
A cure light.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you're
I'll put it in
taking
your
a cure
rum
light potion? At the end of the day, just before you're about to go up for bloody hour, are you taking
Well,
your potion?
hopefully sometime before bloody hour. So it's
She's
not
up
so
in the rigging all
Oh,
day.
okay.
Is anyone around?
There are people milling about on deck, but now's the best time to do it.
Okay.
you should slip it into a goblet for a cup.
Do you want to roll it?
No, it'd be sleight of hand. I don't have that. So it'd be too obvious.
Hold on. What
6
is it?
points.
Oh, I was looking at it.
Yeah. 6 points. It's better than nothing. You might survive the lashings.
Okay. Schwab number 1. As Sky heads over towards the rigging
And
to make
falls.
the first climb, he walks over to you and he says, I know your secret, says Master Scourge. I saw you with that little dolphin ugly friggin' swimming thing. You like it down the gorges, don't you? Get him to do most of the work, don't you? Well, if I see him on board this deck while you're schwabbing it with this whale fat and holy stone, know now that I will cut you from head to toe. If I see you disappear from this deck right here, I will cut you from head to toe. Are you aware of me, Mr. Ooh, I'm a big crow.
Look at him go.
Right. Get out and shrub the decks.
I work diligently all day.
Okay. Give me a strength check.
Time will
Huh?
Our time will come.
Ooh, 4.
Plus your diligently.
Oh, it's diligent.
8 plus 4.
I'm going to buy a white wig.
Did you make the
So I've got white hair trailing down it.
Well, just for the video.
You failed.
No, just for
Poorly. However, it's not that bad that you're going to cop lashes, but Master Scourge essentially spends most of the day walking around right behind you, every now and again kicking you. And then at the end of the day, he doesn't really say much. He does say a couple of bits. Look, you left a bit of fat here and there, but it's just a bit of a tongue lashing you get rather than anything else. And it's around about that time that he turns and you see he walks over to Duranus. And you see he just starts to smile pleasantly. He says, thank you, Besmara. This is the best day of my life as a pirate. And he walks up and he grabs Duranus by the shoulder with his hand and he digs his thumb into your shoulder. He says, oh, hello, little weakling. You're my puppy and I'm gonna play. What have you got to say to that? Drow? Hey? Scared? Are you scared or are you going to try and scare me? Oh, you got to be Drow. I'm not scared.
I'm so
and
glad I
then you hear
would have
bang!
known
And you
this.
hear him he just looks over his shoulder. He says, Sky, get back up that rigging! And she bounces.
And he kicks the crow at the same time.
whatever you need.
Good! Because all of our schwabs are actually going to be busy up here, schwabbing the decks and doing some repairs. Which leaves, let me see, what jobs do I have left? Now, I've got somebody doing the ropes, and I've got, at least 4 of them doing that's going to be a well-polished deck, let me tell you. And I've got some people storing away
Get my
some
rat
of the
traps
stuff
out.
and fixing the thing. Oh, no, I've got somebody on the rat catcher. I've got a rat catcher, thanks very much. Don't be jumping ahead there, Mr. Drow. Get down in the bilges and work like 4 men, or otherwise you'll be up for lashes tonight.
Strange about
Get out there, puppy!
Strange about the bilges. 4 people go in.
I thought he was
only
about to
one
say
comes out.
stranger danger.
I'll work like 4 men.
What's your AC?
11.
11.
I like how you can get them both in the same shot.
Wow, cameras, they're amazing.
It's even better that you don't have to go like
Whatever.
with a thing and like put a hood over your head.
You see Master Scourge go to backhand you, but you actually hit a wave at that stage, and he sort of trips over and then just manages to grab the edge of the boat itself. In fact, you almost see him go over, but he just manages to grab
Oh, that would
himself.
have been fortuitous.
And then he looks back at you and he says, it's not worth it anyway, get down them bilges now.
Aye, Master.
Don't let me catch you out of them all day.
Okay. I'll move off quickly.
Down the bilges? He follows
Yep.
you down the bilges. Make sure he gets in. You hear a bit of clanking above.
Right, I tell Grief to stay in the rigging. Stay away from the crew.
Yep. Ah!
And warn me if anyone's coming to get me. So I can wake up.
Wake up.
No, I am actually working diligently.
Working diligently.
Oh, there had to be a time on the voyage where I did, so this is it.
Give me a DC 14 strength check.
So used to saying shirking. 15, 19. Plus nothing.
You do a good job at actually getting the bilges out and pumping them, and you move around and work diligently and make sure you keep as much water out as possible, and you feel rather proud of yourself at the end of it. Now give me a DC 12 Constitution check.
What I'm going to use while I'm down there, part of my new digs is I've got mending as an orison, so I'm going to use that to try and plug up the holes once I bilge out.
They don't come in from holes, you realise. The bilges are there because the water comes in over top and eventually makes its way down to the bottom.
If there's any leaks, I'll hatch them.
Right.
Try and make it a little bit easier.
Constitution check. No worries.
I made a dice roll. Look out. That's worth recording.
Well, I can't see it. Hold on.
11, and my constitution is 10.
So,
I was gonna look for the thing, but
I
anyway.
made a check.
yeah, but not that one. It's DC 12.
Was it? Oh,
Yes.
hang on. What bonuses can I get?
None.
Why not?
Because you had no bonuses.
It's a fatigue check.
It's a fatigue check.
It's only constitution only.
Bugger.
Aye.
As you are fatigued at the end of shift.
Well, I did work hard.
You
For
did
once.
work hard.
For once.
You get up on board the deck of the Man's Promise at the end of the day. All of you pretty, well, him extremely tired, the rest of you reasonably tired because you've been worked so particularly hard. And
And I'm getting over full fever.
Mr. Plugg comes out and he stands on the stern castle again. You see he's got a nice big grin on his face and quite a bit of turtle soup around his mouth. As he sort of looks down upon you, he says, well, it just so happens that they only gave us one rum barrel, so there'll be no rum rations for you, scum. It's for the officers only. No entertainments aboard the ship either. We all go to bed after our meals. Understood?
Aye, Captain.
Hi, Captain.
Okay, you hear a bit like that. I Captain from some of them. But the ones that are following Scourge, you all hear them go, I Captain, together in unison with some oomph.
Oh gosh.
But the ones that sort
They
of
get
are
rum tonight and we're not.
a bit more on your side.
Is the
sort of-
rum stored in the kitchen?
No.
You would have gotten yourself some.
No, I would have poisoned it.
I'm pretty sort of...
Join your rum, you scum!
Or drink it and top it up with water.
No, pissing in is probably not a bad idea. Leave a floater.
Okay.
A chiquito.
That might spoil it a little bit.
Anybody call aboard above decks or outside of your sleeping quarters, beyond the after meals, will be given lashes the next day. No if, buts or maybes. There'll be no messing around, no talking, no hooting around. You come up, you do your work, you eat, you go to bed. Except for those that are due lashes, Sky! It's bloody hour, boys! He goes.
Hey! Cheer now, because we can.
Yeah, give it one for me.
What, you gonna pay him?
Master Scourge comes down with the cat o' nine tails, and you're grabbed and pushed over towards the new post that's been put up.
Awesome.
And you're lashed around the post, and then he reaches back with
I'm
the
just happy
cat o'
it's not
nine
me.
tails.
Sort of a bullshit name. The Dead Man.
Yeah.
You know what's going to be hanging off the
Uranus.
front and left hand side of the bow?
Uranus and Sky.
2 skeletons.
Oh, I like it. In iron cages.
Scourge and Plugg.
Scourge.
Scourge and Plugg.
Yep, I like
Just
it.
strap their bodies to the sides of the ship until they rot away to skellies.
No, they'll actually be. I'll make them into skeletons, and they can stay in there and make noises and stuff. Rattle chains.
Yeah, that's good. We'll give them chains to rattle. So we'll call it the Dead Man. What do you
Dead
reckon?
man. Sailing.
Just the Dead. Yeah, are you collecting them? So I thought I'd point them out to you. Oh, you lighters. There's got 4 of them so far today.
Okay. Master Scourge warms up with the cat o' nine tails.
It's not
Bring it.
me. What is wrong
Stop
with this picture?
moaning.
I should have been. I'm not moaning.
You are
I should have
moaning.
been keel hauled even.
He was getting your hole, wasn't he?
You were about to be.
But then we saw a sail.
It's all been forgotten about.
Yeah. Shh.
That's bizarre. For a couple of seconds.
17.
Oh, the first lash comes through doing 4 points of damage as it slashes with its glass shards and bits of metal that are tied to the end of the cat o' nine tails.
4 points.
The second whip comes through and it slashes more of your skin away and you feel blood trickle down your back as it does 5 points of damage to you.
Right, I'm disabled.
And then the third whip comes through. Oh, it's a vicious, vicious whip that comes through and you see it tears so much skin off the back that you're sure you see a rib before it's covered
What?
in blood.
Bismarck's fingers! I cry.
6 points of damage.
Nick 6. I was about to say Nick 4, but
Leave it to hang, he says. If he
9.
survives, it's Besmara's will.
Mm-hmm.
Fortitude saves. Wouldn't it suck if I lost, you know?
I've only got bleed, so I can't really help. Well, I could
Need
help.
16.
15.
And need 17.
Anybody do it?
The crew is... We're a skeleton crew as it is. Surely we can't afford to lose anyone. I
30.
call out.
Are you speaking out of me, Lem? Do you want the lash?
18.
Yeah, you're on 19s at the moment.
I thought I was on 18s because
The
it...
first one was 16,
Oh, yeah.
the next one was 17, that was an 8.
Right, I've been screaming out things like
Yeah, no.
Miss
That's 11.
fingers and whatever else. I'm going to run over and put the flipper into her and attempt to cast a cure.
What?
I do have a potion on me. I could probably.
Yeah,
No,
the
it's a bit more
potion's
obvious
much
than
more.
cast.
Yeah. 15 plus. Oh, by the way, I have bluff.
Ban your social media engaged.
Yeah, I'll turn it.
Bluff, which I recently
Hold the
acquired.
camera straight. Come on.
8. So plus 8.
It's because nothing was happening to me.
8 hit points.
I'm punching her in the face, and I'll say, Bismarck!
So if that was 11,
I'm not the only one that gets the
3.
lash round here.
You see the wound stop bleeding as he belts her.
But wouldn't you see some close over?
No, it just stops bleeding.
And I'll stop what I'm doing, unzip my fly, and take a leap on her in front of the crew and laugh. Just to see.
Just you wait until
How's
I
that going
wake
with
up.
the boys,
You
actually?
see some of the ones that are.
Can I make a thingy check? Like a diplomacy or I don't know.
You're trying to influence the crew.
Yeah. Because that'd be pretty cool. Well,
Pissing on
disgusting
your
and
friend.
horrible, but yeah, pretty cool. So, or just a charisma check. Diplomacy.
Well, if you're influencing hostile people, it's just make a.
I've got intimidate.
Whatever your highest skill is,
Well, diplomacy and intimidate are both +8.
and it doesn't matter.
Whichever one
Let me
works.
see the dice.
6 and 8's
14.
14. Oh, I liked it anyway.
Okay, you liked it. Couple of Plugg's mates look as if to say, she's getting piddled on. Are we meant to cheer at that? And then they just shrug and walk away. And you were dragged down by your mates and carried off to your booth? I would imagine.
No, they're just gonna leave me there.
I'm going to
You
rant on
survived,
for a
so
bit
you've
longer,
been-
and until I
You've passed
make
the
eye
test.
contact with Scourge and
Beats
Plugg
Mara,
and
and
Oh, that's all.
subsequently get
Oh.
dragged off to your contact.
Okay. So, what are we doing in the evening? Is anybody going to try and stay up?
Yep.
Typical.
I'll make sure I've got a
Right.
bunk close to Rosie.
But tell me
When
I
no
can't
one,
do
if I
something,
can
I'll
get
do
away,
it.
then I'll put another kill on when there's no one around.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, I did. What was the first one? Did we get a dice
8.
roll?
I thought you said 8.
No, I haven't rolled. I haven't got a D.
You
I
said
don't
that.
have a D8.
You went.
You don't have a
is that what
DA.
you were saying?
Yeah.
What?
Okay, so it was 9
Okay, you hit 9, not 8.
and
So I'm on -2.
7.
And a further 7 as he heals you again. Did you use 2 cure light wounds?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
I don't
yeah.
have to. I just go.
It's
Oh,
fine.
I love that. Thanks.
Sorry.
But I've used 2. Actually, can I use him for flip? Oh no.
I need to kill her.
I could have.
I didn't think about
I
it.
could have. I could have got away with it, but there was no advantage to me.
No, well that's right.
So it wasn't any point.
Yeah.
It would have just been.
Until I go assassin and then
It would have been just malicious.
then there's like a
That's right.
bounty
That's
on my
unfair,
head.
That's
malicious,
unfair, malicious. It's waste of resources.
Exactly.
Wait till you treasured up before I put inflict on you.
Right. Okay, you go to bed
Yes.
near Rosie.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm going to sneak around if I can.
Well,
Have a
he's been
look around.
told that whatever happens, he's not to be on the upper deck or you get the whip.
No, you're not meant to be out of your sleeping chambers.
I'm going to have a look around.
And
he's definitely
there are
sleeping.
lots of people about the place with their eyes open too, so it'll be an extremely difficult stealth check.
I'll wait till everyone goes to sleep, at least, and
Righto. Everybody appears to be asleep.
+6. So 11. I'll just mess around a bit in the sleeping quarters to start off with and see if anyone's noticing.
Yeah, you don't know that you rolled 11 for your
No,
stealth
no.
check. So you're off. You think everybody's asleep in here and you scoot off and creep out the door. Now, what section would you like to go sneaking about to?
I don't know, just have a look in the cargo hold or whatever, just to see if there's anything that they're not telling us about that they're carting back to dock.
You go down to the cargo hold and you find that... Make a perception check, I suppose. There you go.
Natural 20. Good.
Okay, you give it a good searching over, checking every loose board, prying everything away. You're away for a good couple of hours, poking through things, and you find the cargo hold is empty. Anything that wasn't tied down or locked down, etc., is now aboard the Wormwood. This ship is as empty could be. There's a little bit of dry biscuit and bread and stuff like that, and just enough food to keep the crew going until they get to Port
Keep the
Peril.
crow going.
Keep the crow going till they get to Port Peril. But apart from that, there's not a skerrick of anything left here.
I thought they might have been holding out. It might have been something too big to get aboard the Wormwood, so we're taking it back to port.
What was the explosion all about? The explosion.
One of the crew of the
Man's promise.
No, not Man's Promise.
Why?
Wormwood.
One of the Wormwood guys went under and lit a barrel of black powder in the hold, sort of demoralising everybody on board and stuff like that. Just meant us to get out.
While I'm having a look around, I'm looking for any sort of secret compartments or...
None down there.
Probably
Oh, well, there's sort of areas that you can secrete stuff if that's what you're asking for.
What about a detect magic down there? Just looking for
Nothing. Nothing magical. Nothing magical at all. I'll tell you what that explosion was specifically. Because it's something that would have come up in the 3 days of revelry.
Well, it was unusual. This was a spell. Stand in front of the hand.
Get the hand over the lens.
No. Same.
Kipper, who is on board, tells all about how he set off a barrel of alchemist fire. You know that it was Kipper too because in the 3-day party you see he's like got second and first degree burns over half of his body sort of thing. So yeah, that's what happened. Okay.
Is he he's not friendly to any of us, is he?
Kipper is probably, besides Master
Swap his seats.
Scourge,
If you want to.
Plugg
Sit at the end of the table and get everyone there. And get the heater.
the sail of the wormwood disappear over the horizon.
Nice. So we're all alone with Plugg and Scourge and their cronies.
So we've been ditched.
Well, they were heading off to
We never knew.
a place.
Another land.
Never
Oh, they're
knew.
heading off to a place real soon.
No, they're heading off to a place to sell the ransom off the remaining Radumi slaves and sell some
cargo.
cargo and stuff, and then they'll meet you in Port Peril after you've sold the ship.
To us.
What's the ship worth? I've got praise. Lovely.
I have 600 and something gold.
It'd be worth more than that,
20 grand or something like that? 50
at
grand?
least. It's a 3-master. What type of ship is it?
Galley.
It's a galley.
It's not a galleon, it's a galley.
Oh, galley's alright. It's not a bad start.
I've got 12, so 12 plus 13 will be 25.
25's pretty good.
I know me appraising.
Yes, I do. Slow when she's full. I can hold a lot.
I know the worth of many things.
Even the skin of your own back.
Should be worth about 15 to 16 grand, you reckon? 15 to 17 grand, something like that. Worth a pretty penny. A few chests of gold, me heart. You wake up on day 2. As you arrive on board, on deck, as the day bell rings, morning bell rings, just after eating a little bit of ship's biscuit, almost making you rich. As you get up, there's Mr. Plugg overseeing Master Scourge handing out the jobs for the day again. You didn't hear any singing coming from the galley this morning, so it's more than likely that he's been off the roll again today. And as you 4 arrive on deck, Mr. Plugg calls out, "Claude! Lashes!
What for?
Being out of bed last night! You were seen by several! Do you deny it?"
No, I was looking for extra food. I was starving.
I don't care your reason. I tell you to do something, you do it. 3 lashes with the cannon iron for this evening. Then Master Scourge goes around you. You know, we don't think you've done your best with those activities. So you will be getting out there and getting us some more. And until we get a feed as good as the one we had back on the Wormwood, we'll be plucking leatherback turtles out of the ocean until there's none left swimming.
So So bad. I enjoyed the start.
Don't you talk back to me or you'll meet the lash with your mates. Do you understand?
I said.
Get to it.
Cooking them as well? Alright. I will, what's the first one? First check again?
The first one is...
Fishing.
Fishing, which is survival, yeah?
Yes, survival. This is 12.
Oh, I can't
14.
see it.
Okay.
Cook. No, what else?
Yep. Then cook
Oh.
check.
Use the diligently on the cook. Oh, thank God I did. 8, 15.
Okay. A bit better than yesterday.
Yeah, not much.
And now a fortitude save.
19.
Okay, so you managed to get through the day. Master Scourge is still there all the time, seemingly.
Yep.
But that's the way the thing is. Rigging!
What?
One! Comes up. He sniffs you. Oh, remember you get 2 hit points back for sleeping overnight, etc.
And you're able to demoralise your wounds.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, you hear too that from several of the people in the hold, you hear them whispering and talking as they went to bed last night that Duranus, what the hell was Duranus doing pissing on her? And you do,
I think I've got a date with Duranus later.
you do smell something rather
Only
funny.
if you're into some funky stuff.
You put me in the funky stuff.
But it gives you the same job as yesterday. Up in the rigging, Sill Lottingham, Slippery Sill will be keeping his eye on you. 50 feet climb. Don't slip, do you really, he says.
Not cool. 16.
7.5 foot.
Natural 1.
Okay, you slip back down, make an acrobatics check.
Bryce it.
26.
You're kept entirely in their face. Okay, you managed to fall, but no damage.
18.
7.5 foot.
20.
15.
21.
22.5.
19.
30 foot.
11.
30 foot still as you get a patch of breeze and struggle to hang on.
8.
He's just hanging there still. It's wicked breeze.
Natural 20.
37.5. Get the guts up to continue climbing.
24.
45 feet. You're only a little bit away.
22.
Okay, as you make it up to the rigging, and then Syl starts keeping his eye on you and telling you to trim the sails. etc.
Work diligently on my dexterity check. Natural 20.
Okay, you manage to trim the sails well, and the rest of the day goes fine. Make a fortitude check.
That is 13.
As you don't get fatigued.
Oh, yeah, perfect job today.
Well, perfect. You did fall. Just nobody noticed. Because you didn't hit the deck face first. Okay, Doranus, you're back in the buildings.
I'll work diligently again. Am I recovering from my fatigue?
Yes, because you went straight to sleep. However, you're actually accompanied now with, is Rosie Caswell, she's a Schwab, isn't she?
She was a swab, yeah.
Yep, she's down there with you. Schwabbing away.
Robin.
She's working diligently. But she's fairly tired at the end of the day, poor little halfling.
19.
Okay, you make your strength check. Bilging nicely. Okay, now a constitution check.
20 minutes left in the battery.
17.
Stop.
Okay, so you don't even get tired at the end of the
Starting to
day.
get used to the
Record
work
bits and
now.
pieces.
Okay,
That's what I have.
what do you think? What do you think about all of this?
All of what?
We're on the man's promise. There's word going about that he's calling himself captain. Plugg, that is. And that the Scourge is going around already calling himself first mate. And we all know that there's no love lost between you lot, you four. Don't know what you guys did, but I'm certain one of you took a crap in his meal.
That was Lamb.
What do you think?
Which time?
Is
Let me count the waves.
Is it soon going to be time?
Yes, of course. Soon this boat's going to be mine.
I think once they sell the
I'm
ship,
with
they're
you.
going to deal with us too.
Just when you guys move, we'll move. Just know that we've got your back.
That's
Nobody's going to be
good.
hurled overboard without the say-so of the rest of the crew. And then sort of you see Syl start coming up, so he ducks off, darts across the edge of the.
He's with me on my rise to captainness.
Is he friendly to you? Or helpful? He would be.
That's 6 of us. What sort of crew are we on?
There's
19, 23 of us.
23 on board.
Going to bilges.
Next time I have a conversation with someone about the same sort of topic, I'll be asking numbers.
Ambrose starts talking to the Scourge. Doesn't look good, boy.
I know this.
Says, hearing murmurs from the officers.
Mm-hmm.
Says, it's alright being the ship's cook, you get certain privileges.
Mm-hmm.
They've offered me rum a couple of days so far, I haven't touched the stuff yet, but
Stay strong, Ambrose.
I'll try, he says. But
You won't bloody try, you'll bloody do it, and I intimidate him into doing it. That's your push.
Oh, nice.
Stay off the run.
Okay, I'm going to check tomorrow.
We need you, Sozzle. We need you
We
clear.
need you, Sozzle.
We need you clear.
sober.
Unless you're a barbarian.
Okay, I won't ever check tomorrow. He's automatically going to because you've intimidated him so well. He says,
Shirt front.
I'm hearing that. I don't know. I've just got a bad feeling. Something's going on. Something dodgy with them officers.
A time will come. A time will come. Just be ready.
Well, let's hope you've got the numbers behind you, my friend, because things are going to get difficult.
It's not going to be pretty. So be ready.
All right. Bloody hour comes. Time to tie the bird up. There goes half of the crew. Goes the other half.
I was only looking for food.
Oh, has a move happened?
No. The crow's getting
It's
elation.
bloody hour as the crow's strung up, and the first whip comes shooting through. It's a strong first blow from Master Scourge as he smiles evilly with the first cat of nine tails doing 5 points of slashing damage to him. You hear it go back and it whips out again. But this time he's a little bit softer with him. He's reserving his strength for the next blow.
Yeah, for the last one.
4 points of damage.
This is going to be a repeat, isn't it?
And then finally, he comes through with the big blow he was hoping for. And
Yeah.
doing 6 points of damage.
It's the
again,
exact same he
ripping
got
away
with
feathers
me.
and blood and skin. And I reckon Claude will probably fall unconscious.
Yeah, neg 4.
Okay, you see Mr. Plugg sort of waits around. Make a save, fortitude save. Staring at anybody to see if they can help him.
He's waiting for him to die.
Please, to need 5.
Somebody save him. We ain't got the crew to lose. Tyrannus! Do what you did to the bitch yesterday.
I think he may have noticed that.
Oh, I like Claude, I don't want to kick him.
Are you casting Pure Love into him?
Just poke.
Okay, make a check. He's
I've got
sit
heal.
back. Well, make it. No, you make a check. For fortitude as you sit back and
check and
take offence at what he said.
Oh, I suppose I could go over and look at his wounds.
17.
Okay, he
Stabilises.
stabilises. You lied to your cat to Mr. Plugg, he says, referring to himself in the third person. I know what you did yesterday. All eyes are on you as he glares at you. Do you call me a liar? Do you call me out?
Just do it, Tyrannus.
Not only do I call you a liar, I call you a mutinous dog. Because everybody on
Oh,
this
gosh.
ship knows that you've taken captaincy away from Harrigan. You're on the high seas on your own.
What's this?
Trying to be the captain of this crew.
You all see everybody look around rather nervously.
Yep. Doing the same thing. Looking around nervously.
Now you deny that.
Master Scourge! For befouling Captain Harrigan's fine name.
No, lads, have 'em!
3 lashes for Tyrannus.
I leap at the nearest Scourge, whoever.
At the nearest Scourge.
I'll leap at the nearest one.
He's in front of me, so what's he going to do?
I'm gonna. Nah, that's it. It's on. Could all end miserably.
I bet you this was not the
I'm
time.
unconscious.
No, there's never any time like
He's
the
unconscious.
I'll
There are
wake up
people
on a
sort of
pleasure
all going,
cruise or a
"Oh,
hurricane."
Well, I'm
we're
saying
definitely
next
not at
week-
strength. Yeah, well, if you get a chance, there are people about to belt the living crap out of you.
Yeah, well, look, you know, it's a lot of a pirate's life. We throw it in together, or we fail. We fail
This
as a
is
group, or we
way
succeed as
early.
a group.
Make an intelligence check.
Hello, lads, have 'em.
An intelligence check.
Yep.
Okay. 10.
What's your intelligence?
12.
You look around, all of your mates
Are unarmed.
not unarmed, but they are all got eyes hanging out of their head and they're being worked to the knuckles. And you see all of Captain Scourge's, Captain Plugg's mates
happy and
are all
rested and
fresh
fitful.
and rested. You can see that half of them sort of like they're all getting ready to jump with you, but you see some of them even struggling just to grab
Well, I just
Alright.
gave an inspiring speech, so can I make a check for that?
I'm going to stand down then.
Big diplomacy
I'll stand
call.
down.
Maybe they will.
I'm just hanging in the back doing nothing at the moment.
Maybe
You
they-
made the call.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this. I'm not saying
I
this to him.
made the call now. Let's just see whether they respond to it or not.
Okay, we'll make an inspiring speech with you, Chris.
Well, I just get it then, kind of thing.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
charisma.
13 plus 8 would be 21.
Okay, you see about half of your number draw weapons, sort of fumbling. Oh, yeah! Ah, they go to Tyrannus, and you hear Plugg just start to laugh. Is that the best you've got?
No, Plug, it isn't. And I draw both my swords. Rise now, friends! Fight!
Right.
For life or death!
Far out.
What?
You have to do it.
Well, we
Well,
didn't have to.
We do.
Well, we
He called it
didn't.
early, but it's done.
Are you conscious? Or?
Yeah.
I'm trying to slap a kill like wounds on.
Well, you got to make an initiative, man.
Yeah, I realise, but I'm going to try and do that.
We still lash to the pole.
And Master Scourge is standing still. What?
Shit. Shit, Tyrannus! I say to you.
I'm not part of this.
They were never going to do it when it was convenient for us.
If I don't see you draw your weapons, I will call stand with us or you're against us.
You can't do that. I was literally gonna say stand down, but then you were like, "Oh, let's go."
You're with us or you're against us.
Or you're
Taking over all the
unconscious.
times I could
One of the
speak.
two. I don't have the choice at the moment, so I'll wake up on a pleasure cruise or I'll wake up in hell again. One of those.
Or you won't wake up, one or the other.
Yeah.
Tyrannus would die for what he just did. So, either way, one of us is going to die.
I think you've got a hero point up your sleeve with that one. Whatever you do next, I have to hazard a guess.
You can actually get a hero point, Tyrannus. Or essentially a don't you know who I am?
Yeah. I like it a lot.
And
Did I have one left or no?
I'm a free man.
you can get a hero
I had
point
none
for
left, didn't
stand
I?
tall.
Because I used my 2 for the ship barrels and stuff.
What?
I had none left, didn't I?
Yes, you don't know.
So I've got 1 now. I'll save that one for you, Lem. And myself, maybe. Actually, I might use that to make sure I get a kill like wounds on you. I owe him one, so.
It's like this massive breeze coming from back there.
And you can have a hero point for keep it secret, keep it safe.
What did I do?
For non-participation.
Essentially for keeping quiet and assessing things. So you can get a hero point for that.
Now I have
Lord,
2.
unfortunately there are no aspects to help you out with. There aren't monsters,
Shiny
and there aren't
swords!
Shiny, no.
So I have
And
2
Doretta
hero
So's
points.
one doesn't help with
Apart from the key ones, still.
Oh, yeah.
that. Okay.
Have a big book. So 4. Fighting for your life here, Claude, and you're throwing shit at me. Why you're unconscious? Stand tall.
Let's roll Master Scourge. Oh, my friend. On the 18th star.
On the table. Oh, there you go.
I'm casting defensively. But also my initiative roll is quite helpful.
That's probably the.
Oh, shall we roll initiative then?
Let me do the crew first.
Is he going to get an attack of opportunity on me?
Roll the free range.
Well, am I in range is the question.
That's serious, man. They're bullets.
It hurts.
I'm not bulletproof.
26.
Oh, he's putting him up the top. He thinks he's going to win.
I reckon he will. Whenever you said Scourge, I thought it was Skirge.
What spells have I got?
23.
Use blue.
I don't reckon it'll last the whole fight, this battering.
Well, may you go.
Oh, yeah.
If people start dying, I'm off. Three.
Maybe I'll just summon.
Who's that? The good guys or the bad guys?
I might have to summon Grim instead.
Can't really see the red pen.
Use blue.
Sandara Quinn. 2.
Well, at least you get to see the mess cleaner.
She got a 1, didn't she?
Yep.
Well, they have to be inspired by us anyway, so.
Yeah. Which pirates? Good pirates or bad pirates?
Just all
You better do something
generic
spectacular.
pirates. So both on both sides. And let's have a go. We've got a bunch of bars. That's easy.